Right at the beginning of the video we see this dark island in the forest. Something seems to be happening on the island, something like a ritual. We see this red ray of light emitting from whatever is happening there. I want you to keep in mind this red light. There will be a lot throughout the video. The background music is very dark and uncertain. It communicates a dangerous environment. I want to draw the attention on the scenery. So we have an island surrounded by water, surrounded by woods and forests. I find the symbolic meaning of this very interesting, because water is a symbol of chaos as well as nature. But I think water represents chaos more than a forest. It seems that the closer you come to the island, the more chaos happens. So it is a place of chaos. The next scene shows Roman soldiers walking through a seemingly dead forest. There are dead trees everywhere. The scenery is very dark and wet. It is almost like they have come to disturb nature. Occasionally these red statues are shown. I wondered for a long time what they would mean. It almost looks like they are scanned by the laser rays. I want to direct your attention at the lighting of this picture. Its face gets enlightened throughout the scene, but it is not the light that we think of when we speak about enlightenment. It is a red light, and red is the color of love, it is the color of emotion, and it is the color of aggression, it is the color of blood, and it is the color of hell. The statue glaring at whatever is coming, receiving enlightenment, but in a dark way, is a very theatralic and genius way of saying something's out there. Beware. I want to draw your attention to the similarities of the scene with the statue and this scene where Richard, the main guitarist of Rammstein, shows a similar expression. He approaches something dangerous and lifts his gaze. The Romans approached this mystical tree of death. You see people being hung on its branches, and in the backlight you see the red light of chaos. At the bottom of the tree you see a person cutting flesh. Behind it there are wolves snarling. The Romans get in line to have a better view of what is happening. They look up the tree as if it would be an altar. By looking up, this scene shows that whatever it is that the Romans are facing, it's taller than them, and probably something very dangerous. In the background you see the ray of hell shooting at the sky. Now we see the first time what is happening. The wolves seem to protect the person that is cutting off Till's head. Till Lindemann is the main singer of Rammstein. And I want you to hold in mind the amount of violence, death and beating Till Lindemann experiences throughout the video. His character is very important. The Roman soldiers wait to see what is about the show itself. They're watching with eyes opened. Watching something with open eyes can be interpreted as being conscious. So the chaotic element, whatever it is, has to reveal itself. The person turns around and for the first time we see her face. She is not afraid of the Romans. Holding Till's head and the dagger, she slowly lowers it. Look at how she slowly lowers the dagger, like she has been caught doing something. She knows that she has been revealed, but she doesn't seem to be afraid. Her character is called Germania, a feminine name for Germany. She seems to stand in opposition to Till Lindemann. I wondered for a long time what the role she was playing, and I don't know if I'm right or not, but I think that there are implications towards her natural shaman-like female spirit, and she has severed the head of Till Lindemann, the main male protagonist of this video. So what could that mean? It might mean something like, come get me. If you dare, come bring order into these woods. If you dare. Being horrified by this scene, the Romans charge at her, but Germania is not afraid. Look at her facial expression. She looks indifferent at the Romans. Do you know what the easiest way is to scare people? To make them believe you want to hurt them? It is by looking indifferent at them, without emotion. And that's what she does. In history, few things represent order as much as the Roman Empire. In this opening scene I see the attempt of bringing order into something very chaotic. Chaos is a representation of the feminine spirit, and she looks like she is nature, and she's not afraid of the things that are to be imposed onto her. And she is willing to cut off the head of your father, which is the highest symbol of order. The reason I am referring to Till as father, I will explain throughout this series. The next scene shows a battlefield full of death and armor. There are dead knights everywhere. And what is also very important is that the scenery is enlightened by red laser rays of hell. The rays of hell look like they're cutting through the bodies, impaling them. This scene looks like hell. I want to quickly emphasize that killing a knight could mean destroying order, because a knight represents order. These are knights of the order, and they are demolished by these hellish rays. The next scene is very interesting. We have astronauts that are carrying a transparent coffin. Red light is coming out of the coffin. Whatever they're carrying, there is probably something hellish in the coffin. And also the scenery in general seems to be pretty crazy. So we're in space. We see a laser ray in space, by the way. Maybe it's coming from the ritual place we saw earlier. We see Mother Earth. we're at some kind of space station, which looks more like a dock. And there's a submarine from Second World War. So we have a very chaotic mix of future and past. This could imply chaos in our history, and that it has not yet been put into order. It has not yet been processed. I wondered what this scene means. We have a hallway, and at the end there's a hellish laser ray, and it looks like it sparks with lightning, so it seems to be a very unstable form of light. Something you don't want to touch, or it will kill you. But it does not produce light as we know it. Instead it produces a red glow. It almost looks like a portal to hell. And the red carpet on the floor might indicate that. A gate to hell. Also, I want to draw the attention to the lighting on the roof. It seems like they are turned on and off in the manner that they symbolize moving towards the gate of hell. I think this is enough for part 1. As you see, there is a lot to unpack. Thank you very much for watching.